Hey, hey, it's Berta J. Happy New Year. You're back in my kitchen with me today. I want to share with you some recipes that I have used over the years with my children, my family, because I like doing things more natural than to buy things that have drugs in them. The first one is if your child or you have an earache. It's very unusual, but it does work. I know because I've used it on myself and on my children, as I said before. You take an onion, and what you're going to do is cut that onion in half, and then you can skin it. Take that skin off. You don't have to, but I'm just gonna take the skin off. After you've cut the onion and you've taken the skin off, you're gonna place it in a hot pan because you want to get this side, you're gonna put the cut side down. You want to get it nice and hot, okay? It's been about a minute. That's all you need in order to get this onion hot. And it should look toasty like that. Okay, so you're gonna get it kind of toasty brown. And then you're gonna use something that seems very strange, a sock. Make sure it's 100% cotton sock. And all you do is take this onion and put it in the sock. And it's the cut side. This cut side is still warm. And you're going to place it against your ear, whichever ear it is, and you're going to keep it there until it is completely cooled. You can do this as many times as you want because there's no medicine in it. It's all natural. If you have to do it more than 2 times or 3 times, you probably want to contact your physician and make sure that the ear canal and all those things are okay and you don't have some kind of really serious infection, okay? But this will work. Worked on my children, works on me. Onion in a sock. The second tip that I have for you is, I'm sure many of you have heard of it, is echinacea tea. Echinacea is really, really good. Another anti-inflammatory, antibacterial. This is a tea bag that I get by Traditional Medicinals, and I use it all winter long. If you're in a cold climate, this is a good idea. Like as soon as the weather changes and it starts to get cool, I usually just keep some ready so that I can drink it every day. So you're going to take hot water, 8 ounces. I've had this water boiling for a while. So you're going to take 8 ounces of water. You're going to pour it over the tea bag. You can do this in a cup, or you can actually keep a pan on the back of your stove if you want to, because you can drink this hot or cold. And you're going to set it aside and let it steep for 5 minutes. How do you let it steep? Put a saucer or something over it, and you let it just sit there. And once that's finished steeping, you squeeze the tea bag out. I discard the tea bag and then just drink it. You can put sweetener in it. I usually just drink it straight. But it's something that boosts your immune system. And I recommend that when the season changes, yes, do it, whether you have a cold or anything or not. And then all during those cold months, you drink some echinacea tea every day, if you can. 8 ounces, 4 ounces, 6 ounces, something like that. And these tea bags are really not that expensive. 20 come in a package for about $4 or $5. And it'll save on your medical bills and everything else because your immune system will be boosted and you will feel better, okay? So how I keep it on the back, I keep it on the back of my stove at the ready so that I can just come in, scoop out a cup of it, pour out a cup, and then just drink it first thing in the morning. And I have a pan that's a 4-cup measure, and I just boil the water on a day and then put the appropriate number of tea bags in it. I use 2 or 3. And then let it steep for the 5 minutes and then take it out, and then I just leave it on the back of the stove. And then every day I drink about 4 to 8 ounces of echinacea tea. Now, if you forget to do that and somehow you're around people who have cold and flu at your job, your children come home with something, or you're visiting somebody with children who are sick, however you would get that. When the first symptom strikes, that's when you want to do echinacea tea. If you are down in bed with a runny nose and blurry eyes and all of that, echinacea won't help you. I don't think. It has never helped me that much once I'm in the throes of the sickness. But if I catch it, when you start to feel not like yourself, that's when you want to start drinking echinacea tea. And you can drink a couple of cups a day if you want. Okay, so that's my second tip for staying healthy and staying free from any kind of cold or sickness or flu, okay? The last thing that we're going to do is your throat. If you have a horrible sore throat, this will work. Salt is an agent that it'll draw out any kind of inflammation in your throat. I'm not a doctor, I don't know why, but it does work. So what you do with this one is you take a quarter of a teaspoon, 1/4 of a teaspoon of salt, put it in a container like that, and then you're going to put in 4 ounces of water, warm water, not boiling hot water, but just warm water. This is kind of hot. And you're going to then stir it up so that the salt disappears. But make sure this is cooled before you gargle. Okay? Not hot, not boiling hot. So after it's gone, you're going to take about a tablespoon measure and you just use about that much. That's it. Pour it back in here. But you use a tablespoon measure, put it in your mouth, and just hold your head back, open your throat, and then just gargle. And move your head from side to side. If you can hold it and gargle for about a minute, between 30 seconds and a minute, your throat's going to feel better. This also, you can do it over and over and over again. It's not medicine. It doesn't have any pharmaceutical drug in it. It's just salt. And so it will help you spit it out afterwards. Each time you put it in, gargle, gargle, spit it out. And this will help so much with a very bad sore throat. So those are my tips for you today. You've got salt water, 1/4 of a teaspoon of salt in 4 ounces of water, using a tablespoon to gargle. You have echinacea tea, and it's more than 5 minutes now, so I could take this lid off and squeeze it out. I just wanted you to see the color of it. It looks kind of, I don't know, what color? It's sort of an amber colored. So it's an amber colored tea, and you can drink that. Yeah, I really like that. It's a really nice, mellow, kind of reminds you of chamomile tea if you ever have taken that. I'm not sure if they're in the same family, but it is a very nice flavor. So you can do this when you start to feel, remember those first flu symptoms? And this onion in the sock is for your ear. Hold it up there until it's all cooled, and your earache should go away. Each one of them you can do over and over again during the course of a day. If you do each one of these, whichever one you need, before you go to bed and then jump into your bed and get real snuggly and warm, in the morning you should notice a great difference. Okay? So that's it. Tip 1, 2, and 3 for your ear, your nose, your throat, your body, so that you can be built up for the upcoming season of colds and flu. So I hope that helps you, and I hope you'll use it, and you'll let me hear from you. So don't forget to subscribe, hit the notification bell so that every time I make a video, you will be one of the first to get the information. And you'll leave me a comment below and let me know. The last thing, you can use any kind of onion. It doesn't matter, because onions each one of them have the same properties. So that's it for this time around. We'll see you again next time with a recipe, or not. Maybe come back and you'll see what it is, okay? So until next time, bye for now.